What's up, everybody? I am here with MJ Giddy.
Hi.
We're going to tier list rank the Saw franchise. There are 9 movies, and we're going to go in chronological order. So we've got Saw.
Yeah. Definitely S tier. The ending with the music is just perfectly put together. The plot at the end, definitely S tier.
The ending wraps everything up. It comes to such an awesome climax crescendo of the plot, the emotions, the surprises, the revelations about the people, but then the sudden surprise of Jigsaw with that music playing.
Yeah.
I mean, the ending, it was already a good movie.
Yeah, but the ending,
and you're like, this is crazy. But then when the ending happens, you're like, okay, that did it. That was the cherry on top. That was like a giant cherry. So I agree. S tier. All right, and going to the next year, we have Saw 2. That's the one that took place in the house. With Amanda was one of the contestants. What's the word? I'm being tested. The boy was actually safe in the safe the whole time.
I like that one. I thought the plot twist that what we were seeing wasn't what was happening right then. It was like before. And I also like how Amanda, at the end, was the person that was testing them, kind of. I say B tier.
I might actually put it A tier for me. I do like the fact that what you were watching was something that took place at a different time. Finding out that Amanda wasn't an apprentice. I don't know. What do you think, A or B?
Either low A or high B. You choose.
Let's put it B. We might end up moving it higher when we see all of them ranked, because the tier maker list, they're kind of ranked against each other.
Yes.
And so let's put it in the middle at B. Like I said, I think it's one of the better ones.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next year, we have Saw 3, which is the one that has a lot of brain surgery.
Yeah.
Oof.
I like the plot of it probably better than the second one, because I liked how they were both wife and husband, and
you find out
at the end, and I like how Amanda dies, Kramer dies, and then they find out that the
daughter.
Did they ever find?
Well, we'll get to that in a bit, but that's when Kramer says you're still going to be tested. Your daughter has been kidnapped, and so that's not resolved then. Amanda, is that the one where she looks and sees a letter?
Yeah, so that sets up the next one.
It sets up that one as well. So if it wasn't for
I say A tier.
It's definitely good, but and it sets up a lot of the intricate plot twists and whatnot coming forward, but I don't think it's as good as 2. Can we put it B for now? Put that one B.
High B.
Okay.
And then put the other one low A.
Talking about Saw 2?
Yeah.
All right, so we're moving Saw 2 to A, and then Saw 3 to B.
Yes.
All right, moving right along, Saw 4.
That was the one with Hoffman, right?
Yes, that's the one where you find out that it's taking place concurrently as Part 3, which I really liked. I thought that was very creative, because the apprentice and the master are both dead, but then you find out there's another apprentice, and it's Hoffman.
No, Hoffman's getting tested. Hoffman's getting captured, and they're trying to make Hoffman, they're trying to save Hoffman, but at the end, Hoffman kills all of them.
Yeah, he wasn't being tested. That was part of his thing.
Well, yeah, but people thought he was the one, we gotta go save Hoffman.
Yeah, he was one of the many, because there was the detective that in Part 2 with the son, you remember he ends up getting captured, but then you find out that he broke his foot and was trying to escape, but they captured him. They have him on the little balance beam.
Yeah, and if he didn't balance, Hoffman got electrocuted.
But he didn't.
Yeah.
It was a setup, because they were testing, I think the guy's name was Briggs, Detective Briggs, because they were trying to teach him not to rush into things. But basically at the end you find out that Hoffman was one of the apprentices and doing something at the absolute same time as everything else.
I don't know, I put that C tier.
Really?
Yeah.
So for me, Saw 4 is actually low A. I like it better than 3. I think I like it better than 2. I would put it A, but again, if you're thinking C, then B is probably a better place for it.
Yeah, middle B then, I guess.
Next up is Saw 5.
I don't remember that one.
Saw 5 So the fact that you don't remember it does not speak well for it. I'm trying to remember what Saw 5 was as well. So Saw 5 is when you find out that Hoffman was trying to set himself up as the hero because Hoffman wanted to be the only survivor and the hero of the girl that we had talked about that was back in 3. The daughter had been hidden. There were people, and if they worked together, then all of them would survive because they had to like give their flesh.
I like that.
And in the end, it's the one where Hoffman's in the cave. Like,
yeah, I like that.
What are you laughing at?
You're gonna be surprised when I answer what I put it at.
I'm gonna be surprised.
Yeah.
What is your
A?
A. You think that Saw 5 is an A?
Yes.
Tell me why you think Saw 5 is.
I like that at the end everybody needed to survive, like to be able to like everybody needed to help each other. Like the whole time we thought that they needed to sacrifice somebody, but they needed to like be with each other, and it also showed the backstory of Hoffman and the person that like died, like his sister that died and all that.
Oh, this is the one where it starts off and you see like a criminal dying, and that's because Hoffman. And this is when you find out that Jigsaw picked him to be his apprentice because he was being like a copycat.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that. Here's my question. Is it better than Saw 1?
No.
Is it better than Saw 2?
No. Actually, no, it is better than Saw 2, yeah.
What? You think Saw 5 is better than Saw 2?
Yeah.
I do not. But that's why, we have different opinions. I would actually put Saw 5 as C.
So, B.
So I think a fair compromise is B.
B.
Is B. Okay, so Saw 6. This is the one where at the end Hoffman ends up in the mask and Jill Tuck. This is the one where Jill Tuck is actually because it has an envelope and there's all these different pictures of the people that's in the trap, and the last picture is of Hoffman and he ends up in the chair.
I put that D tier.
You put Saw 6 D tier. This is going to be difficult because this is my second favorite Saw movie. I think it's well made. I think the insurance aspect of it is socially important. Getting Jill Tuck, who I love to death and is beautiful, and anytime we can see her on screen is a plus in my mind. I love the fact that Hoffman is being tested in this one.
Yeah, I still put a D. So you say A?
Yeah, I would say high A because it's my second favorite one. We're gonna have to put it B.
Yeah, like right there, B.
I mean, I'll put them in order, and then we can try to possibly maneuver them at the end. I thought you really liked that one. I didn't know you didn't care for that one as much. So another B. I think that's about to change with this one.
I like that one.
Saw 7. Which is Saw 3D. Well, this is one that I know at the beginning, people outside, like in New York,
I like that one. That thing.
And the guys decide, you know what, this girl has cheated on both of us, let's just let her die.
Yeah.
That was like the only good part of the movie. Well, it was 3D. They were trying to do a lot of 3D stuff. Yeah. So it was gimmicky. I think I'm about to say some things that are going to make you like it even more. Do you know why?
Why?
Because at the very beginning, you find out Dr. Gordon survived.
That was
I knew you would like that. I knew you'd like that twist.
So that's the TV show guy?
This is the guy who said that it was a hoax.
Yeah.
He said that he survived.
Yeah.
The different people that were involved in the hoax were part of the trap. His best friend, his publicist, I think his wife or girlfriend. And then at the end, Hoffman gets abducted by multiple pig masks, one of which revealed to be Gordon. And this is the one where basically Hoffman, like Rambo, goes into the police and just killing everybody.
Oh, that was cool. And then
he kills Jill Tuck.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. And
that was the worst thing ever. So you say what tier? A.
No. B.
Now you're saying B.
High B.
Okay. I say it's D.
D. So, let's put it low B. Or high C.
I think,
C, okay.
If I say D, we put it C.
Okay.
You alright with that?
Yeah.
Alright. Jigsaw. Some time has passed, and the killings begin again. This is the one where you see 5 people, I think it's 5, like on a chain. They got to get to the end, but one guy is like passed out. And there is a like fangirl who has replica traps. This is that one. John Kramer's been dead for almost a decade. What you're seeing of the guy passed out was actually old, because John Kramer actually shows up in this, and it's because that guy that passed out, the drugs didn't work or whatnot, and so he gave him a second chance, and he became the first apprentice. He's actually recreating that original test, and so there's like it harkens back to the older ones where there's different time going on.
I say A tier, low A.
Yeah, this is.
You read it?
I agree. I think we've actually come to an agreement on this one. We actually might have another A. Jigsaw, I would say B tier, but if you say A, I think I might be inclined to put it A. And now for the most recent one, Spiral from the Book of Saw, which had Chris Rock and Samuel Jackson, father and son, which you would think, how can they go wrong with that? In my opinion, they went wrong with this movie.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Where would you put it?
I'd put it like low C, lower than 3D. But like, I just found it confusing.
Yeah, there was a lot going on with the different like shady cops and this and that. It's funny that you say confusing though, because this is the only one where I guessed ahead of time who the killer was. Because as soon as he was just dead and we didn't see him killed, and it was like, oh, here's some skin from him, I'm like, that doesn't seem like, the Saw franchise is all about watching people get killed.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have anything for D, and I think it's the worst Saw movie. I would put it D.
D it is.
So we're in agreement on that. I think 2 things we're absolutely sure about is that the original Saw is S, and the most recent one, Spiral, is D. Now let's look at what we have in the middle here. So for A, we have Saw 2 and Jigsaw. And those 2 are, I think, 2 of the better ones. And we have Saw 3D, Saw 7, whatever it's called, the final chapter, as C. And I think that is worse than most of them. And I think Saw 3, 4, 5, and 6, though we have different opinions on them. For instance, I would put Saw 6 at A. You'd probably put it at C. But likewise, Saw 5, you said you'd probably put that at A, and I would put it at C. Mm-hmm. That's why they fit in the middle. I'm curious to hear what people at home think about each of the individual movies, where you would rank them. How do you feel about our list?
I like it again, yeah.
What do you think of our list, and also how you would rank the Saw movies? And until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.